Aloha from the Ozarks. Folks, if you are looking for a lofted barn, I have a 10 by 16. We call it our Ebony and Ivory. Look, it's black with white trim. It's a 10 by 16 lofted barn. I'm going to turn the camera around and walk you through this building and explain to you what you got in here. Just a second. I'm on the back side of it because the front side is facing the highway and it's really noisy. Here it is, 10 by 16 lofted barn by Graceland. You've got your upgraded paint, Ebony and Ivory PPG paint. Comes with a 10-year adhesion warranty and a 25-year warranty on the paint. It's got a black metal roof. That metal roof comes with a 25-year warranty. It is on our 5/8" plywood siding that's treated. Now let's go on inside this building. Now, as I said, that's 5/8" plywood on the siding. It's also 5/8" plywood flooring. Most of the other manufacturers out there, other than Graceland, do not put plywood in their walls and they do not put plywood in their floors, but that's how we do them. All right, it's a standard 5/8" plywood siding. And it's treated. All of the lumber that you're looking at is pressure treated. And our wall studs are premium grade, as are our floor joists for our subfloor in the loft and our floor joists in the subfloor of the building, as well as our roof trusses. All of them premium grade lumber. Costs us more to buy the premium grade, but it gives you a better quality building. All right. So the first thing I want you to look at, walls. 2x4s are 16 inches apart. It's standard. If you were going to build a home, you'd build it like that, 16 inches apart. And we double reinforce the walls, the wall studs, every 4 feet or every third wall stud. So there's a double reinforced. And we go 1, 2, 3, double reinforced. 1, 2, 3, double reinforced, all the way around. The more wall studs in a wall, the stronger and sturdier the wall. A lot of my competitors do not double reinforce every 4 feet or third wall stud, okay? Bottom of the wall is a single 2x4. Top of the wall is, once again, double reinforced 2x4s. Many of the other competitors out there only put one 2x4 at the top. We double reinforce, okay? So our walls are a better built wall. Now, we attach the roof trusses using these metal hurricane clips. A lot of the other competitors out there don't use metal hurricane clips, which is an industry standard for building and attaching a roof. They oftentimes will just use nails or screws, but we use the metal hurricane clips, and that's one of the reasons we can offer 150-mile-an-hour wind gust certification on our buildings. If a strong enough gust of wind comes along in my competitors' buildings, the roof may get pulled right off because they are not attaching them with metal hurricane clips, but we do. All right, so the roof trusses, 2x4s, premium grade, standard barn style roof. In a lofted building, it's gonna have a barn style of roof. What I want you to notice about how we do our roof, and well, I'm gonna add 2 things here. First, I wanna talk about this soffit ventilation system that runs all along the sidewall for improved airflow and air circulation. That soffit vent system works in coordination with this screened in roof vent system. The 2 things combine together to make improved airflow in this building, and it's a Graceland exclusive. We have a patent on that, okay? So other companies don't do the same. They don't offer this type of ventilation. That makes a huge difference in the summertime extreme temperatures. 10 to 15 degrees cooler in a building like this versus ones that do not have our ventilation systems. These are standard in Gracelands, okay? So that's a screened-in roof ridge vent, screened in to keep out bugs and debris, but it works in coordination with the soffit vent systems on the sides to keep the airflow circulating and keep it cooler in the hot summertime. Now, let's talk about the roof itself. It is on OSB roof decking. That's standard in the roofing industry. And a lot of my competitors don't use a roof decking. They use little 1-inch slats and they space them out, which gives them a weaker roof. But ours are on roof decking. And then on the outside of that roof decking is the metal roof. Between the metal roof and the decking, we put a moisture barrier. On the inside of the roof decking on this particular building, we have the upgraded radiant barrier roof. That upgrade reflects out 97% of the sun's radiant heat, which also helps to keep this building a lot cooler in the summertime extreme temperatures. Okay, so now I've talked about the roof, I've talked about the walls, I want to talk about the floor. It's a plywood floor, 5/8" thick pressure treated plywood, and we put it together using tongue and groove. So all the plywood slabs are interlocked together using tongue and groove. Though you see seams and gaps, it's really a seamless gapless floor. Bugs that are underneath cannot get up through the plywood slabs because they're interlocked together, all right? Tongue and groove is really the only way to do a floor. Underneath the floor, in our subfloor, we use 2x6 floor joists, not 2x4 wall studs. A lot of my competitors use a 2x4 wall stud for their floor joists, but we use 2x6s for our floor joists, and in the subfloor they are 16 inches apart, just like we do with our wall studs. In our loft subfloor, they're spaced a little further apart. They're 24 inches apart, okay? So our subfloors are very, very strong and sturdy. Our walls are strong and sturdy, and our roof is strong and sturdy. In the loft, and I want to go ahead and show you the lofted area, you get 2 lofts inside of this building. Right, there are 2 4-foot lofts. The loft material itself is an OSB material, and the loft subfloors are 24 inches apart instead of 16, but that's standard for a loft. In the subfloor of the building, they're 16 inches apart, giving you a very, very strong and sturdy subfloor. So I want you to be aware of that. Now the loft itself, right here, is at about 6'11", somewhere around there, and to just underneath that roof truss, you've got about 3'8". Okay, so I want you to be aware of that headroom that you have right there. So the walls in a lofted building, we're at about 6'4" right here, 6'3.5" or 6'4". Okay, so keep that in mind. So that's your dimensions on the height of the loft. That's a question people ask me all the time. Now the next question is, hey, how can I buy this building? You can buy it completely online. You do not have to come down to my lot to sign paperwork. We can do it all through email and through text messaging or Facebook Messenger. There's a lot of different ways we can do this, okay? Rent to own. We do offer a no credit check rent to own program, and there's no penalty to pay it off early. So there's no prepayment penalty. You got 3 years, 4 years, or 5 years, just depends on how you want to do it. So rent to own is really, really simple to do. All you got to do is message me. There's a little bit of information I collect from you, very little. Everyone's approved because it's a no credit check rent to own. All right. I do have to collect the first 2 months payments up front, and then you resume the regular payments after 90 days, and that's after the building is delivered. Okay, so that's really a big deal. You get 90 days after the building's delivered, and your payments continue. All right. So, but cash price is also the lowest price. So if you want to pay the cash price, that's definitely the fastest, easiest way, and it's your lowest price. You save the most amount of money by buying it on the cash price. And always ask for whatever special promotionals or offers that we may be running at the current time that you watch this video. Okay, now, last thing I want to talk to you about is delivery. Delivery is free within 50 miles of my lot. So after 50 miles, there may be a mileage charge, but delivery is free within the first 50 miles. And that includes us bringing the building out to you, setting it up on the concrete blocks that you provide, leveling it, and then we'll anchor down at the 4 corners of the building. We'll anchor it into the ground, assuming that your ground is suitable for anchoring. It's the Ozarks. There can be a lot of big rocks, or the ground could be extremely dry and difficult to drive our anchors in the ground. But we will attempt to anchor them in the ground, and that's part of the reason we offer that 150-mile wind gust certification. All right, that's all included. If you have any questions, what I want to encourage you to do is look at the video description for this video, and I have a lot of links in there. One of them is a link to message me on Facebook. You got my phone number there. You can call me or text me. There's a link to view my frequently asked questions page on YouTube. There's a ton of questions that people ask me on a regular basis, so I just made videos to answer them. And of course, you're free to just message me or text me if you have questions, okay? So you know what to do. If you're interested in this building, please like and share this video with somebody that you think might be interested in it, or contact me. Aloha from the Ozarks.